You're telling me this is not the definition of a problem?
No, this is someone who has evolved over the years, adapted with the times, and has made the most with what she has when she has it. So the journey started with the Sennheiser G3s. These were the first mics that I bought. I remember going on eBay and looking for these because these were like what, $600-700, crazy at the time, and I did not want to pay full price. And I remember seeing someone selling a set with the box and everything. I was like, I gotta get those. So these were the first mics that I purchased way back in the day when I was still living with my parents, and these are still good to this day, very well built. I know that Sennheiser has since changed like the frequency of some of their microphones, so I think that if I do want to use this, of course it'll still work, but to be safe I may have to get the frequencies adjusted on them. But these are the OGs. This is where it all started. If you recognize these, then you know we have like the same age, the same kind. So then at some point things changed. I don't know, I had the Nikon, I had the 5D, and then maybe when I made the switch to Sony, there was this push for smaller mics. So the first set of mics that I picked up were the RØDE GO. I remember when those came out, I was like, yo, that's fire. They're so small compared to this. I was like, I have to get these. So I went and picked these up, and I still have them to this very day. These are great mics that still work. And if you've seen some of my audio videos where I'm like, DP does audio for short films, what I'll do is use this as a wireless transmitter to send the boom mic feed to the recorder, or I'll send the feed from the line out of the recorder to the camera so that we have the audio easier to sync for post. So these bad boys are still going, still kicking. The only thing that I would say was a downside about these is that over time, the buttons to push started to wear out on some of them. But other than that, these are solid, strong, and I would say that there's a good pickup. After that, they came out with a newer version where, you know, the recording here was better, you know, locking in the windscreen was better, more options, pairing it with the app, the laptop and everything, and you get 2 transmitters to 1 receiver. I was like, I gotta get that, the 2 for 1. That was a big deal at the time, again, because I'm used to 1-to-1. So you're telling me I can send 2 transmitters to 1 receiver? Let's go, let's get it. Had to pick up the RØDE Wireless GOs too. Those were fire as well. And then it just kind of grew and ballooned from there. The mics got smaller, the mics got better, and the collection grew, and everything sort of served its purpose at the time, and you keep evolving and adapting. So the first Hollyland mics that I bought myself were the M2s, and I just thought it was great to have a really small device that you can put on you and have a really small footprint. And I could also connect it to my camera. I was like, I have to get that. That was fire. And then I remember when the DJI Mic 1s came out, I bought those. I was like, what? I could record to the device itself? I have to get those. That's fire. Ended up passing that along to a good friend of mine, and I did pick up the Mic 2s later on. I have that here. Really love this set, workhorse. I've used it on professional shoots, on social media shoots, reliable, it's gonna work, fairly easy, straightforward. I loved the touch screen and being able to see and navigate the menu. I think that was the only main downside of the RØDE Wireless GO system, was that you had to keep pushing all these buttons to navigate, and I couldn't remember when to push this button, when to push that button. But the audio was fantastic. Audio quality, great. Always loved it. I just wish it was easier to navigate. So I think the DJI improved on that setup by having that monitor so that you can see where you are in the menu, and you know, what the settings are, and if you're recording and changing it. So having that touchscreen control was just clutch. And then being able to plug this into your phone too, that was fire. I was like, game changer, gotta get that. And then I could also adapt it for USB-C and plug it into the newer phones. So the DJI, I think, really sort of kicked things into speed for there to be this sort of mic competition between all the brands. And competition is great because look at all the great mics that came out of that competition. This one was sent to me from Telesin. Right now, I tried it before I was about to record this video. It did not work. I plugged this into my phone and it did not come on. So I cannot recommend these, unfortunately. I'm gonna close that up. The RØDE Wireless Pros. These are a beast. I love using these on set for miking the talent. There's a kit that it comes with. Well, I like that first, the case charges all of them, right? So you have the mic and the receiver, and it has this locking mechanism here for the lav mic. So you don't have to worry about the mic being tugged out or pulled out. Plus you still get 32-bit float as well. You can record to the device. Everything is just really seamless in this unit. And this has time code too. And it's not like an actual mic, but I also love that it comes with this additional case as well, where you can have your lavs and everything in here. So all I have to do is take these two cases and I'm set for audio on set. So I do love that about the Pro model of the RØDE Wireless GO system. I definitely, hands down, would recommend those. Easy recommendation. Then for social media, we have the A1s. That's actually what I'm recording with right now. So I have it tucked in right here, if you hear me tapping on it. So there's an adapter for Lightning and an adapter for USB-C. So the USB-C is in the phone right now. That's what I'm using to record this. And what's really great about the A1s is, one, it's a small footprint, so you can hide it easily. And two, you can also connect it to the Lark app and you can change it from stereo to mono. So that's great if you want to just have a little bit more control in post, or if you want to have each person have their own mic and you want the audio to be separated. That's fantastic as well, having that app integration. Then, you know, DJI had the Mic 2s, and then they came out with the Mic Minis, and I was like, it's so petite, it's so cute, I gotta get it. So I bought these bad boys, and again, it's just a smaller version of the DJI Mic 2s. However, these don't record to the unit themselves, but they are super tiny, super cute, really, really small footprint. So I like that as well. Reliable, and you can use it to trigger recording as well on your phone. So that's really nice too. And you can also connect the receiver again to your phone, Lightning or USB-C. So that is a nice touch there. And then last but not least, wait, got two more to go to. So we have the Hollyland M2S. These are fantastic for social media and run and gun quick interviews, because you can clip this onto anyone and it has a really low profile. Like you don't even really see the mic that much. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's really small footprint. Love it. This is what I use most of the time for social media content. And then if needed, I can also connect this to my camera as well with the receiver. Then last but not least, the mother load, the best one of it all, the latest one that just came out. We have the Lark Max 2, which has the wireless headphone monitoring, 32-bit float, time code. Pretty much anything that you would want in a mic is in this device. All wireless, just a fantastic combo that came out 2025. Also can't forget, honorable mention, the Comica BooMax. This one has a lot of unique features jam-packed in it. You can change the recording pattern. I haven't seen that in any other microphone. So you can decide if you want to record in Omni or cardioid. So I can come over here, go to the transmitter setting, choose the pickup pattern and use cardioid or Omni. Have not seen that on any of the other device. Being able to choose the pickup pattern, that's fire. And this also has a really robust app that you can connect to as well. So this is my mic journey. Also have a wireless mic here. As you go through life, as you progress, as you find yourself in different situations, you upgrade, you improve, you get better, you try new things. These are all the things that I've tried. I am the Chef Gal, and you just got the recipe.